Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, coming at you guys with another market watch, and man, do we have a lot of buyouts today. Before I start the video, like always, if you guys want me to go over any cards, any sets, or ask any Yu-Gi-Oh! Related questions, let me know in the comment section below. I always love going over cards you guys want me to, and I always love getting questions, because if you guys didn't know, the thing that I love about YouTubing the most is interaction with you guys. So always don't be afraid to ask anything in the comment section below, even if you think it's like a stupid question, all that, because I've been getting some questions lately that were, yes, a little more obvious, but the people kind of, they didn't feel bad for asking, but they're like, hey, I know this might be a dumb question. Feel free to ask anything. Before we start off the video, if you guys can smash that like button, that'd be great. If you're not subscribed, hopefully today's day I earn your subscription. About 34% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So by subscribing, you just see my video in the feed instead of having to search for it. So it's a little easier. Plus, you know, I like it when people sub to me. Hopefully we can hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. That is my goal. We're at 1,520, which is pretty awesome actually. So about 480 to go. And if you're buying cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And consider being a YouTube channel member. It really does blow me away that people not only like my content enough to like comment almost every video, right? I love my usual so much, right? So if you're usual, you know who you are. I really do love interacting with you, and some people like my channel so much that they decide to give money to me, and that's something where I know I sound like a broken record here. I can't get over, but I really can't get over it. So I want to give a huge thank you to the people who are YouTube channel members very quickly before starting off this crazy market watch. Thank you to Seto Kaiba's bank account, the Lone Descendant, the Harv Cardman. I appreciate you, by the way. Good luck on your new series. Carlin Lenker Frisk, the Shoelaced Bandit, Drew Chamberlain. I always see you in almost every video, man. I appreciate you. And then Conrad Helmerich, right? Thank you to my YouTube channel members. You know, the fact that I actually get money to put towards really cool openings and gas money at the same time, like that just makes me really happy. In fact, the next opening that you guys see is so crazy, and you guys made that possible, right? So it's not what I pulled, it's kind of like what we pulled. So thank you guys so much. We're going to get right into it. So number 34 Terabyte Ultimate Rare here. Coming out of Generation Force. Now this was a bulk Ultimate Rare when it first came out. Like when we got the new next set, which I think was Galactic Overlord, these were like dollars, right? So you have lightly plates at about $4, which being this old of an Ultimate Rare makes some sense, right? New seller with a first and lightly played for $10, right? Usually these were around 7, 8, right? Here's the thing. If you want to trust that verified seller, go for it, because if you do and you get that card, hey, you spent 10% on a $100 card, and that's always amazing, right? You do have this mod play here, like a playset of mods right here that could be light for like 11, 12. And if first ed near mints are $100, first ed mods can easily probably sell for 25. So even if you kind of order this and it is mod play, you could just resell back for some more money and then just go, oh well, if you're not happy with the mod play condition. But yeah, these are getting bought out. They're literally on their last page. Why? I'm not too sure. I mean, I guess it's for the number collection. But 3 level 3 monsters, once per turn, you can detach an extra mirror material from this card to target one level 4 or lower attack position monster your opponent controls. Take control of that target until end phase. So you can use its effect, do all that, right? It can attack, but it's not like a generic mind control. It's only for level 4 or lower, and it has to be in attack position. And you don't, it's not a 2 level 3s, it's 3 level 3s. So while the effect is kind of like, I could see it working, I don't really see a deck incorporating this into their already tight extra deck. So I'm pretty sure this is most likely for play, unless there's a strategy that can get this out very, very easily, just to kind of have it going second. But again, I highly doubt that. Level Limit Area B. Astro Pack 7 Super Rares here. These are 750, right? After that one's gone, you're looking at about $9. Well, actually, with that 99-cent shipping, they're essentially almost $9. So, this is, I believe, the only holographic version of Level Limit Area B. But we also have the Dark Revelations Area B going up. You have a mod play here for about almost $6, lightly played for 13, and then they go extinct. Now, nobody's paying $70 for a rare level limit, but the fact that it's getting there as one of the only listings is crazy to me. But as you guys see here, Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World. $4. Ancient Sanctuary. We'll take a quick gander at these for like non-slobbered. $5 here. First at near mints. Well, there's a guy here for 6 and then jumps up to $9, $10. So this card is getting bought out. If you guys don't know what it does, all face-up level 4 higher monsters on the field are changed to defense position and remain in defense position as long as this card is activated. So it's kind of essentially a floodgate that some decks cannot play around. Again, however, you could summon things and they go automatically to defense, which is really nice. So it is used in some strategies. And then you have the cheapest copies here, which are like, $2 from me for a first ed light play. First ed near about 3 with that 78% shipping. I was able to actually go through some bulk here. And some of the cards I go over in this Market Watch are from that bulk. And I was able to get 3 of these for about 30 cents. Granted, one was bot play, unfortunately. But I was able to find some other really, really cool finds that you'll see later on in this Market Watch. But if you have these or you could get these for very, very cheap, I would definitely grab them. Double Summon is another card that's going off the roof, where you got $7 for red, purples are after this. Italian's gone, which we'll take a look. That looks nice. Not $10 nice, but it looks nice. It goes to $30, and nobody's paying that. But yeah, then you have the green ones here at $5. And then you have Ultras at about $4 here, and this is not using anything. However, a lot of decks sometimes like to play it anyway, especially Monster Mash-esque decks. First and light plays are $5 here, going up to about for first ed it's about $5.15 here. Sorry about that, guys. But we even have DTs actually going up in value, and these were about $8 or $2 at one point. These are about lightly played 4. Near mints are about 4, well, about $5 here actually. So going up to 6, but we do have a huge wall at 44 here, but it's going to stay around a $4 or $5 card, I assume, for quite some time. So if you have your double summoned, you have some money. Even commons here from like other stuff, like $3. Battle Pack, 5. I was able to get this card in bulk for 10 cents. These are, $5, and then they quickly go up to about 7. And yeah, again, short prints, $2, $3. So if you have double summons, you have a lot of money here. Armed Dragon level 10. So I've heard a lot of discussion about this in a few forums, and someone wanted me to look at this, and I need to give you guys my honest opinion about this card. So Ultimate Rares from OTS Pack 15. Now these are about $40 on the dot. They do eventually go around 45-ish over here, but for right now, they're a solid $40. This card is ugly. It looks so bad, and I've told people this multiple times. I know the only playability, because there's no formats where people play this or anything of the sort. There are formats where you could play it, but nobody did and nobody will, right? So a lot, and whoever would is probably not even, playing anymore. Point is, Armed Dragon level 10 is only there for collectability, but if a card looks ugly enough, a collector will pass. And while that is rarely ever the issue, now there's a collector that will look at something that everybody likes, including other fellow collectors, be like, it's not vibing with me. I'm not talking that. I know about a third of collectors who are passing on this. And I know a lot that decided not to get a playset, only get one copy of this card. Can it rise eventually? Sure. But should you go ahead and spend $40 on it now? No, you could buy so many better things than $40. However, the only reason I'm going to tell you that you should buy this is if you find a version and you think to yourself, if you've seen this card before and you look at it and you think, this version doesn't look too bad, grab that version because there's a chance it could be European. And if you guys don't know, there's a European version of Armed Dragon level 10 Ultimate, and that actually has a lot of quality look into it. The difference between an Armed Dragon level 10 ulti from NA and Europe is like night and day. Europe actually looks gorgeous, and I would buy that. Whereas OTS Pack 15, I don't want this at all. I could have actually got one and quite quickly. Like, I'd offer so I could resell it back, obviously, since I'm a vendor, right? And whatever I think I can move, which I believe this is a movable card, I would grab. But I would never grab one for myself, right? So eventually, what I'm going to try is if I could get a European version, I will actually go out of my way to grab this ugly version. And I'll either post on my Instagram or I'll show quickly in the beginning of a YouTube video in the middle of the Market Watch what the difference is between a European and English copy, because I think you guys might enjoy that. But speaking of Instagram, This is my Instagram. It is in the description below. The link works for some people. Sometimes it doesn't, so it will be in a pinned comment. But it's just Team Sakurazo on Instagram.com. We hit 100 followers, which is really nice. I post a bunch of stuff like cool packs I got, like Turbo Pack, my Play 7 gauges. Most of the time, it's strictly Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. However, I will give you an occasional cat picture or something different here, like a side push. Basically, I give you guys stuff that I think is worth posting, like some really, really cool cards here. So if you want to follow an Instagram that's popping, come over to my Instagram. 31 posts, 104 followers. That is quite good, though. I'm going to aim for 200 by the end of the year. That's probably my goal. But getting back to where we were here with a Dekochi just. All right, we're still recording. That's good. Dekochi, the Battle Chant Locomotive, ultimate rare here. This is used in certain formats. You flip it, and you basically draw a card. If you have an additional face-up one, you could draw an additional card for each of them. Now, this does come up, believe it or not, but sometimes people usually just play it as a one copy. You know, you set it, you'll get a draw kind of thing. These went absolutely bonkers from what I've heard. I used to have a first ed mod play, but I didn't really like it, and I ended up getting rid of it. First ed mob plays now are way okay. So this card is going bonkers because I remember first ed lightly plays being 30, and I don't. And now I'm seeing unlimited is for 50. First ed mods are 55, 58. First ed light plays are 65. First ed near mints, $100. Wow. If you have this and you're not using it, or you're just not a fan of this collecting this specific card or the format, I would get rid of it definitely, because that's a lot of money to hold on to this card for. I mean, I understand how it would get here eventually, but I haven't looked at this card in like a year. I understand why first endearment could be 30 or 40, but $100, that's a little too much for my blood. Engage from Dark Saviors here. Near mints are 20. First editions. Man, and I was able to get my first sets for cheap. 29 for light play. Near mints are $35. And then we have the Battles of Legends Hero Revenges here. You got lightly played 11, and then near mints start at about 11.25 here. And they quickly go up to about 12 here. This card, it only does have 6 pages, and it does quickly go up. I was able, after the ban list, to grab an additional 7 more at about 10 apiece. Personally, can this card go up? It all depends on how it does at, like, invitationals. If we start seeing Striker more, this card will go up to about $15, $20. If we don't, this card's probably going to stabilize around this price. So if you want your Engage, I mean, you are paying only one, since you're only getting one copy, if you have a lot of the other Striker stuff and you have to pay copies and you can't get your Dark Savior copy, I guess the second best, which is this one, I would not get the Ultra for the $2 difference. I believe this is a good way to go. You only have to buy one if you want to play the deck, and sometimes you just need a nice version to play with. I told people not to get rid of their Dark Saviors unless they want to get rid of them. In that case, I bought them. But if you got rid of yours, you made a big mistake. Sky Striker Ace Hayate OTS Pack Tournament 10 here. Ultimators are calming down a bit at $72. Going up to about 78, $80 here. I mean, we do have a small wall here at 6 and then 6. But I ended up wanting to keep mine. I did have a bunch I could have sold. And I just decided I know where Hayate can go with all the LT Sky Strikers. And I think to myself, why would I make about double the money I paid for them when I can make like quadruple or more? And that's why I decided to keep them. I ended up trading one because I wanted some stuff. I ended up just needing some stuff. So I ended up grabbing it for a deck profile that you guys are hopefully going to see next month. I just need to get the pieces together, so it was good. Sounded great. Pyro Phoenix, Starlight Rare here, coming out of Chaos Impact. Now, this did not budge at all, actually, when Mirage Dalio went to 1. And that is because, to be honest with you, it's not like this is exactly a bad card, but sounding great players don't really need to play this card. I see a lot of people not even playing one copy, because you do have to commit to the 2 copies or not, for the most part. So some players decide, hey, I'd rather just cut this entirely. First line limits are $134. They do quickly go up to about $190, but it's going to take some time. If you want to get a Starlight Rare, this is not it. I'm going to be honest. Spinnies here are $4 to $5. I ended up selling mine at about $1.50, $2, and these were like literally quarters. So I was like, well, I got for basically a throw-in for a collection, right? So it's whatever, $1 2 here. I ended up selling one place, like keeping the other because I didn't know where it would go. And I'm glad because they're going up to 4 5s now, and that's a free $4 5 for me. So I'm gonna give it Rage, and I told people to grab this because this is the only holographic version of Rage. It is a very good card. I believe it is a 2 of as well. And I told people like this was always around $2. Like it never went to $1 or anything like that. It was always a solid $2 to $3.50 card. Now there's $5 here, right, from a verified seller, but that's 78 cents shipping. Lightly played for 540, and the near mitts for about 615. After this guy's gone, I guess I'm the cheapest here, going up to about $7. Now, can Salad do anything? The reason why I tell people Salad can do things is because it's similar to BA and Heroes, where it's always going to have a lot of people turning out this deck. Like, people will stand Salamangreat. The issue is it's a very good road deck, or at best, a tier 2 deck, right? Because if you guys don't know, Mirage Stalio, when it got banned, Salad was exiting. Oh, I knocked some stuff over. Oof. Salad was basically left the meta, right? You barely saw in any top 32s. They only did to reset the format completely because they saw, well, Salad's being played. We got to give it a ban, just like, Orcus, Sky Striker, all that, right? A lot of unjust bans, in my opinion. Which, yes, I believe that Engage was an unjust ban. I believe Harp Horror was an unjust ban. I certainly believe a Salad hit in general was unjust at that time, right? Earlier, when they got their, Jaguar limited and everything, the deck was tier 1. It was good. That was understandable. But when we got Mirage Stalio banned, definitely no way. Point is, this could be a rogue slash tier 2 deck. A couple people are definitely going to try and make it work. A lot of people are trying. People don't know where it's going to be in the meta. Again, we're going to need some events to see, and, I think it could be up there. $5, $6, I mean, it's what they're at right now. Blackluster Soldier, Envy of the Bidding Collector's Rare. Now, someone want me to go over this and let me know my thoughts on it, if you should grab these. Nimitz 187. First, I'd like play 450. First, Nimitz going up to $600. So I actually believe that even near mints might be good at this point. First, near mints are $600. This near mint for not even 1/3. That's not bad if you want to just re-grab this. But for first edge, they will go up. People will say, well, an ulti is going to kill this value. Absolutely not. Collector Rare is like a it's similar to an ulti, but it's not an ulti. It's its new rarity, and people love Collector's Rare. Some people are going to want to play this instead of an Ultimate Rare, and some people are going to want to play the Ultimate Rare instead of a Collector's Rare, assuming we will get an Ultimate Rare eventually, which hopefully, and I mean hopefully, we do. But should you get this for the long term? Yes, it can hit crazy prices. In fact, if I were you and I had this card, I would try to PSA it. Personally, I mean, look what it goes up to right over here. I personally plan on grabbing this card eventually, and just seeing, hey, hopefully I can maybe sell it, or just have it for myself, because I would love this for my original GOAT deck, right? It's a first ed version. But I might grab this near mint over here. Who knows? Blackluster Soldier, Envy of the Beginning, Dark Relations Volume 2 is actually bought out here. You basically got near mints at 275, 300, and then you just got heavy and damaged after that. I mean, let's look at how this is damaged. Huge crease along the line here. The corners right there's got the ripple. I mean, it gives it. Okay, so something's gonna bother me. Okay, no, he actually shows us the back. That's good. Yeah. This is certainly damaged. It's playable though, at least. So hey, if you wanna stunt with the DBV, or is it, no? It's DB2, I believe, or no, DRV. Damage. Go ahead for $23. Secret Rare Envoy Beginning from Yugi's World here. First edition. Someone actually asked specifically for this version as well. Well, lightly plates are about 25, near mints are around 30. First edition near mints are 43, 45, $46 for near mint. Lightly plates are about 45, going up to 50, going up to 80, 85. I would definitely say so because if you watch my last market watch, Graceful Charity for first and near mints are about 100. They could be a little lower now. Blackluster Soldier, something that is not only used in many older formats like Go format, but used to this day because if you could run Blackluster consistently, you're probably going to. These can easily touch $80, $90, I personally believe. Just like Graceful Charity. Should you get Legendary Collection of 3 Yugi's World? Absolutely. Whoever said that in my comment section below, this is a great pick to get. I think this is definitely worth grabbing. Stardust Dragon Ghost Rare here, because I'm going to look through the Collector's Rare Stardust. Um, Lightly Plates are 450, 460 here. Near mints are any day now. 539. How much are first eds? First ed damage is 2,000. I'm gonna be honest with you here. First ed damage should run 300 if anything. I think if the card is damaged, I don't care how rare it is, right? If it's completely damaged, it cannot run for something crazy like this. Nobody should pay this, and nobody should even pay like 300. I think is pushing it maybe. First ed light plate for 2,500 now, fine, right? PSA 8, right? They went through the tub roll of PSAing it. 4,200, that's nice. And honestly, a PSA 8 is probably like that because of the scratches. Like, the card looks absolutely gorgeous here. It's just because of the scratches, it's probably a PSA 8. 5K, and then you have a PSA 9 here as well. So that's cool. But yeah, Stardust Dragon to the Moon. You know, I always dream of going through a person who doesn't play anymore, their bulk or their stuff. I find this and I'm able to get for really, really, really cheap. And I'm happy. Collectors Rare Toon Chaos Stardust Dragons now. These are about, well, oh, damaged. You have a Korean start like nobody cares. Near mints are 145, 150. First editions. Let's hope that this is below 300. Uh, 250, yeah, about 300 there, going up to, well, no, not 300. It's about 250 actually, going up to $400. So, got a cheap seller over here, and then like $400, kind of crazy. Will these go up over long term? Most definitely. In fact, personally, just because we're on the topic of Toon Chaos, if you want another good investment, first ed boxes sealed are very good. I could see these touching $1,000 eventually, right? Uh, because again, collector's rare, right? Personally, if you want to buy some like a seal product to hold on to, or personally, if you had spare money and you want to get something that will go up indefinitely in the future, first edition Toon Chaos is where it's at. In fact, uh, unlimiteds are about 145 here, going up to 165. And personally, I actually kind of want to get some unlimiteds because I'll be honest with you, if you guys don't know, I love this set. It is one of my most favorite sets of all time. I've opened up a bunch of it, and I still haven't opened up enough. I think these get at 200. I mean, they quickly go up to 250. I would buy a couple of these, not just to hold on to, but maybe if you want to open them yourself. A lot of people will say, hey, opening a product's bad, but for something like this that's going to be extinct, open one while you can, then get one half sealed. Spend 300. When these are like 1,000, or if you want to even hold it longer, you could think to yourself, well, yeah, maybe I should have kept that sealed one, unless you pull like a BLS or something. Something like an awesome collector's rare probably, which you do have a decent chance to. But you'll think to yourself, I make my money back and I was able to have fun with a cool, awesome set. That is what. So if it says Toon Chaos, like I hate to give it the go invest right away, but really go invest. 2008 collector tins are about for Stardust Dragon. These are actually quite pretty penny here. Lightly played. You have to go to the third page here because there's a lot of mods. There's a lot of, well, that's the Korean. That doesn't count. Mod plays again are 10 to 20 bucks. Lightly plays are 20. Near mints are probably around $25, $30. Uh, we'll just click near mint too because I don't need to fish through all these. Uh, so near mints here. Okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Near mint, seven, about, let's just say 35, $36. That's crazy to me. Stardust Dragon Premium Gold. Now, if you have this version, you'll know this gold rare, even though Premium Gold is very hit or miss for a lot of it, tending to be more misses than hits, some of the gold rares at least look good, right? And Stardust Dragon, believe it or not, is one of them because it just complements the whole color scheme, right? Uh, and that's kind of why. First aid limits are 18.50, but you can get a light plate here for about 12 bucks, very cheap. 18, $19. So am I shocked? No, Stardust is always worth money. But comparing, and you could definitely know that I'm right because comparing it to the older gold version, Gold Series 3, light plates are 10, their mitts are 12, 13. I mean, these quickly catch up, but they're not as much and they're a lot older. Ghost Trick, Mortar, and Moonlit Chill. So my boy Harv Carman was telling me in the comment section, hey, I think this card could finally shine, right? And there's people who will stand this card, right? Like it's like they're a K-pop stand, right? They will stand Ghost Mortar and Moonlit Chill. Like, dude, the format's gonna come and it's gonna be great. I think this card's bad because your opponent can easily play around it. Not only the effect damage effect, but the activation as well because they could rechain to this. So they could just be like, okay, let me just activate it in response. And certain cards just play over Moonlit Chill, whereas they don't play over Valor and Imperm, right? However, there are times where this card is going to be better than Valor and Imperm, but the issue is the only reason is because they're going to be taking damage, right? That's good, but damage doesn't do as much in Yu-Gi-Oh! As it used to, right? It's really just card advantage. Can you kill? Can you not kill? Right? 20 bucks. If you love this card, go for it. But if not, wait for the reprint. I'd rather play Imperm. Starlight rares are actually very cheap. 265 here. It's hilarious. Remember when this and Valor were competing and Starlight Dragon Maid was just sitting at like 150? Man. So again, you never know with this kind of stuff. Sometimes going low is the best profit. Counter cleaner here. By the way, I think these are quite cheap. I might actually want to grab one eventually. Counter cleaner, Cyberdark Impact here. Pay 500 life points to remove all counters on the field. This doesn't include spell counters. It includes any counters. And my one of my boys in the comment section below said, "Hey, this could be a really good side deck card, right? Because yeah, it hurts Endymion and all those other stuff, but the issue is it's not quick play, and it's counters, right? Most decks that play counters are anything competitive. They do all their shenanigans turn one, and you'd rather have a different card in your hand. They're 15 cents. Could this ever shine? Possibly, but like probably not. Ash Blossom. Now we do have secrets that we're gonna go over right over here, but every version of Ash Blossom was like $20, right? Super rares here. You could get the Koreans versions here, but yeah, they're like $19 going up to 20, right? For supers, maximum golds are 18, dual devastators are 20. I think this is terrible because dual devastator becomes it's just bad quality. Your Ash Blossoms will go to mod play very very quickly, right? I think this version paying money is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous as well, right? And you actually have the these are about $1. That's cute. What I would do with Ash Blossoms, listen, if you want money and you like money, if you have anything spare, any spare sets, sell them and just transfer your ashes from deck to deck. It might be annoying, and I know some people do this all the time and don't care. I'm actually one of those people, right? Where unless, like for Ash though, I do have, I think, 2 or 3 sets actually, believe it or not. Where I actually have 3 sets where I'm like, okay, let me, have 3 sets so I could have 2 sets that I'm constantly switching around, right? Maybe one in the deck I'm playing a lot currently, and then one if I decide to play in any other deck. But I actually plan on getting rid of one of my sets soon, personally, because I believe that this price is ridiculous. Should you bite the bullet and grab your copies now? Personally, if you do, I recommend the first editions of these. Like, if you're spending $20 on Ash, you might as well get the second highest rarity and spend an extra, like, $2, $3, and this will actually, like, hold value, because if this gets reprinted, is the card still gonna be this price? I mean, it'll eventually hit back into this price. If you need them, this is what you have to pay. Secret rares here. I just want to go first eds. That's all I really care for. Like unlimited are like 69.70 sharp. First editions, basically 95 going to touch 100. So big money. Spirit Charmer structure deck. So I talked about this in the past, and I know somebody actually ended up getting a display of this. I think it was Mike in the comment section below. So Mike, if you're watching this, you're making a lot of money because while these are still $70 and quickly go up to 100 actually for sealed, you get around 8 of these. I thought it was 10. It's 8. We're gonna go over why this is worth money now. You're not buying these at 10 or 13 a piece here, right? Since you're getting a at not at 70 a piece, right? Roughly 70 a piece here. Uh, you are only spending about something like $8, 750. Where's the value? Well, if you're spending 750, $8 on a structure deck, and you immediately get a $6 card that sells instantly, I would say it's already a very good structure deck to grab. I found these in bulk, believe it or not. They just put the structure deck in there, and I was able to get 6 for like 60 cents. So yeah, right? Right, and if they don't reprint this for a while, which I don't think they are, it's gonna stay here, right? And then you have like $1 left to make profit on. Your Raigekis are supers. These are about $1.85. Now, nobody plays Raigeki, but Raigeki is always being bought. I don't know if it's collectors or it's very casual players or people actually like the card. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Raigeki could eventually shine in the side deck. It's a decent as a one of. It's a cute one of, right? It's like, oh, you want board clear? Well, sometimes not everything has protection. You can Raigeki and force something, right? If you need something to force something, Raigeki does it. And sometimes, believe it or not, you can get rid of 2 or 3 cards, right? Maybe it's the casual player in me. I think Raigeki could still be a good card in Yu-Gi-Oh! But moving on, but you're gonna get one of these, by the way, mind you. They don't all come with them. Each structure deck gets one of these. So you can pull the 151, or you can pull the $1.14 one. In fact, there's a fire one here, or the $1.10 one, right? Regardless, it's the same thing, right? You're already in the profit here. However, you also have a token. Tokens, these are worth $1, $2. Veilers, these are dollars, right? You only get one token, obviously, but Twisters, they're 90 cents. These could go up, right? Good penny stock. Warnings. Now, I don't know if this might not be the best penny stock, but people like warnings. You could just put it in your trade binder, right? Someone says, how much is warning? It's like close to $1. You could say something like that. It's $1 for trade, right? It's if you want it, right? It's something, right? It's not complete bulk. This, 30 cents could come back. It's decent. These, if they ever come back, this is quite a cute card for 25 cents. Dimensional Barrier, 20 cents, kind of cute. What else is here? Anything else relevant? I mean, terraforming, if you need a terraforming, the metaverse, right? And yeah, that's kind of it in these. I mean, Denko Sekas, you can get ultras for really cheap, but I mean, at least it's something to use. But you guys get the point here. There's some value in this structure deck, and it's up to you if you want or not. If you want free money, get these. Cursed Necrofear, Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny is bought out again. These settled back down, and now they're $35 going up to $40. I mean, it is a collectible card. Immortal Destiny is not getting reprinted for a while, which caused Malicious Bane to go to 127, 125. But foreign copies are about 100, which is still a little too much for my blood. And then adjusted golds are $140. Like, they needed to reprint these cards. These are ridiculous prices for one-ofs, right? Like, maybe for Malicious Bane it's an extra deck monster, so I get why it would be worth some money. But, like, stuff like Adjusted Gold for a hero deck, it's way too much. Hero players should not be paying this amount to play heroes, right? Much less for one specific hero card, because you can't use Adjusted Gold in something else, right? Magician Souls, you can use in multiple decks, right? It broke Spiral, made it a tier 1 deck for a format, which then Master Plan got banned, which, again, that whole ban list was just so terrible. But you guys get the point. This card hopefully needs to print. If you have these cards, even if you're playing heroes, I would sell them. You could literally just buy a better deck off just selling this card and this card. And then you could get the reprints later. Like, I would not hold on to these cards unless you're like you play heroes all day, every day. Do not hold on to this card. Even stuff like Gimmick Pupple Biscuit Doll is like $5. I don't know. I think this was a very bad buyout personally. But this is what it is at, I guess. Like cute. If you find these for like $1.50, grab them, I guess. Number 33, Chronomaly Makumek, Ultimate Rare. So these were $100. I want to see what they sell at. You have lightly played limiteds for about 31, near mids for 37. First and near mids are $40 for Ultimate Rares. I think that is a very good price for number 33. If you want this card, that's what you're paying, and I think that is a decent price for it. I think they could go to 50s and hold to there eventually, but this is what it's at for now. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon, went to the moon, and I did not know this. Mob plays are 32. Near mids are 68. You could get a first and mob play for 50 though here. Let's take a look at how this looks here. There's the crease there, little dirt stain right there. Okay, so we see how it is. Yeah, it pops out way more on the back than the front actually. Wow. So it is a mob play. It is English, right? I had to make sure. Yeah, it's English. I mean, it is mob play, but it does look very nice in the sleeve. So if you do want your first ed for a collection, that is something, right? First ed plays are 80 down there, right? Going up to 105. And then near mints are about 140. So if you want to grab that mob play, it's not bad. At least he put pictures of it too, which is nice. Do we not have ultis here? Oh, there's where ultis are. Okay. Ultimate Rares, number 17. Unlimiteds are 19. First Ed, mob play 23. Lightly played near mints, though, are, well, 34 bucks. No thank you. I would not pay that. But even the Ultra Rares are some money. First Eds are $4. I mean, a lot of people like to collect this card. I mean, it's OG printing of Leviathan Dragon. People like this because Shark used it in the Zexal anime, which the Zexal anime has been getting a lot more popular in the last 2 years, actually. So people want to collect. They see the prices go very, very cheap. And they end up buying that, if not more, or multiples. And then pot of extra here, Secret Risk from Savage Strike. I told people to get these at like 27s. First edition lightly plays are 41. First edition your mints are 45. I mean, this is what you're paying, and this is what I think you should pay. I think for an original pot card, $45 for extra, this could go right back to $100. So I would actually grab this card while you can. Ultimate Rare Dualities are about 170. I mean, this is played in older formats. Now you play Pot of Prosperity. It is like a current Pot of Duality, at least in my opinion. That is better in certain circumstances. You get to only banish 3 for the original effect, 6 if you really want to look through your deck and figure out the exact combo piece you need. You get to choose, which is also really, really nice, so that you don't banish your combo pieces. You also, unlike, but Duality, on the other hand, it's more free. You grab the card really quick. It's just a simple 1-for-1. You don't have to banish 6 or anything, but again, this is a current pot of this is like a current pot Duality. You play this over Extrav in some scenarios. I mean, with Extrav, you get to draw 2, which is really, really nice, but it's a clean +1, whereas a pot of Prosperity is just neutral. But your opponent gets to choose what you banish, and they can sometimes banish something that really sucks. So both cards, I like pot cards that come into the game that like challenge other pot cards. I think that's very healthy. Toy Guy from the Underworld Ultimate Rare here are $400, going up to $500. I'm not shocked. I wish I got a playset, but I only have one for my personal collection that I got at about $100. I want to show this off because did you know that we could have had a Tour Guide structure deck or another upcoming Cyber Dragon structure deck? There was also some other really cool Legacy structure decks, and the community decided to vote for Ice Barriers, and people wonder why Konami doesn't like to listen to us. Like, this actually sold really badly for Konami, like, really, really badly. To the point where I could tell you this, they're going to do something where either next one they're actually going to give us something ridiculous, or maybe, just maybe, they're going to do something different for us, or the TCG is not going to get a structure deck because everyone decided to vote for Ice Barriers. You guys decided to vote for a meme. We got stuck with this, and then you complain with it. No. Right? And people are like, oh, you could just... And plus, people were buying singles of it because The deck singles were so cheap that you could actually build the Ice Barrier structure deck. I think it was $18 for what you would need from this if you just buy the singles. But my point is that this is why companies don't like to listen to the consumers sometimes. The majority just doesn't, like, the minority usually knows what they're talking about. The majority sometimes doesn't, right? Y'all vote for ice. Oh, you want to know the value? Oh boy, this is generic, so it's like $2, right? Crackdown. This is $1.50, but like I don't know why it's selling when you can get secret rares for the same amount. The dollar, right? 70 cents, sure, right? And that's literally it. Like this wasn't good. This is cute. I want to draw on it, but like nobody cares about this. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. Nobody cares, right? You get the point. This was a terrible structure deck. Moving on to actual good Ice Barrier stuff. Ultimate Rare Astral Pack 8 lightly plates are 128. Near mints are 155. These could go 3-400, and I'm waiting for them to do that. So, Bionic Dragon of the Ice Barrier Dual Terminal 1. These were bought out 300. If you guys actually remember, I went over these. It was roughly around a month and a half, 2 months ago. I believe, and I told you to sell them. Even if you get 225 or 200, it's a good enough price for then, but try to get a little more, but just sell them, right? They'll go back down to probably 150 or lower. So we do see recent listings, like we have a wall here, 178, right? 180. So if you sold at 300, that would be good, but like we see here, we have people listing them at 115, another wall here for 115. Near mints are 100 though. If you sold this when I told you, you made enough money to make it a playset of Bryonics. Uh, this card can continue going down. Uh, it does sell as you see here, but not often, right? The last one that sold was over a week ago. So if you want this card, it's still not bad at $100. I mean, like I said, you're not paying 300 for it anymore. You're paying 100, but it could still go down a bit. But just to be sure, if you want to just be sure and pay the $100 to say hasta la vista, whatever happens, happens, I'll be prepped for the future, go for it. Gun gear, though, DTs. Now, this is not bad. You discard up to 2 cards. Once returned, you can discard up to 2 cards. From your hand to gear, select and sort an equal number of cards your opponent controls, right? This doesn't sell at all, but mob plays are $29, lightly plays are $60. You can get these mob plays. If you grab like 2 mob plays and one ends up light, you made some big money, but you get 2 mob plays, you're just stuck with 2 mob plays. I think this price point's a little ridiculous. I think this should be around $40 for a near mint. Like I wouldn't buy this at all. Trading collector's rare. These are about new seller here for 65, 75, 76 for. Oh man, if only that wasn't light play. But $75 roughly going up to 80. I believe besides Praker Tops, I do not care about Skullmeister at all. Trade-in is the second best collector's rare to grab right now. If you have the spare money, I would grab a playset. This card actually does need another holographic printing, just in general. Actually, it has a secret and ultra that are worth quite a bit of money. I would definitely make sure you have your copies though. Of this, because they could go up, especially if the format desires it. But this is the highest rarity of trade-in, and I'm telling you this, I never thought that trade-in would get more than a secret, yet it did. Someone might think to themselves, oh, it could get an ulti. If it gets an ulti, that's so rare to the point where if it gets an ulti, you don't even feel bad that you invested into this because you really did invest into the 99%. I would definitely grab a playset if you could, but if you can't, it is a money card. But it's something I also personally want. Rescue Cat, Trophy Pack Booster 3s. Now, Tribe Brigade's not playing this. If you guys did not know, to substitute what they lost. Light plates are $80. Near mints are 90. So, this didn't go to the moon, unlike Dual Sagas, where these are 19s, 16, $17 here. While as we look at commons here, very quickly, Dark Revelation 11. Champion Pack 5, 10. Tour Pack Booster 1 rares. 12. So every copy of Rescue Cat that does not have Slobberon, because mob plays exist for days, right? Original printings, first select plays, $8. Okay, this is actually hilarious, because if you've been watching my Market Watch for a while, if you guys don't know, Rescue Cat's one of my favorite cards of all time, and if you guys have also been watching for a long time, Commons were always like $10, and I would sell mod and heavy plates for 10. You're telling me that the minute this car is actually used in something relevant, it's the cheapest it's ever been, except for Ultras from Dual Sagas. Those went up a few bucks. You know, the Yu-Gi-Oh market doesn't know what they're doing sometimes. But yeah, if you have any rescue cats, they're worth some money. I went through a lot of bulk and I was able to find 2 of these, which was really nice. But like usual, if you guys can leave a like if you guys enjoyed, that would be great. Whenever you like the video, it helps more people see it, and that tells me that hey, you like the video, and I always love it when you guys like the video. Subscribe if you have not already. If you're buying cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to know the additional cost you. And consider being a YouTube channel member. If you guys also are don't know the tiers, I have a whole video about that. And if you go to join, it tells you. But my $5 gets you access to the Discord. And if you guys don't know, sometimes we chat there as well. We talk about some stuff. Sometimes I give you guys a few cards that I think are good pickups before on YouTube. And you can also, and I tell people this as well, you could personally DM me and ask me a question, and I'll try to get back to you. Right? So if you want kind of live customer service on your Yu-Gi-Oh market, hey, I'm here. Right? So I will see you guys in the next market watch. But the next video is going to be a spicy opening. Like, it's definitely a wowzer. So, I'll see you guys soon.